You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight, and it's the best to show. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word, it's all truth word. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight,
Hello and welcome back to Old Shrewford, the home of Honestly Biased Sports content. How are we doing, folks? Today we are going to be covering the latest transfer news regarding Manchester United, some of Amorim's pre-match comments regarding Newcastle, don't know what happened there, and yeah, just much more. We've also got a few stories on Andre Onana, supposedly looking to sign a permanent contract at Trabzonspor, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. But if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and Merry Christmas, one and all. Okay, so let's start off with somebody who isn't celebrating the festive season as you would imagine him to, and that is JJ Gabriel. Have a look at this, guys. Christmas Day, no days off for JJ Gabriel. I mean, you gotta give him some credit. I mean, he's obviously got that elite mindset to be working on Christmas Day. I'm sure a lot of players are with their families, relaxing a bit, putting on a few pounds. But JJ Gabriel, he's putting in the work. He is putting in the work. What else do we have here? So we've also got Andre Onana. So Andre Onana has hinted that he may want to sign for Trabzonspor permanently in the summer. Sorry if my voice does sound very bunged up right now. I do have a bit of a Christmas cold, I guess you could say. But Andre Onana hints he may want to sign for Trabzonspor, whatever it's called. I'm very happy. Trust me, I'm living the best period of my life. I can't complain. I'm very happy to be here. Sometimes I'm driving and a car cuts in front of me. Onana, stop! I want a photo! I think to myself, yes, but we can do this in another way. But when they see me, they're happy, and so am I. It was difficult at first, but now I understand. They are my men. I love them, and I love this feeling, because they are very passionate, and it's a wonderful thing. It's something you can't describe if you're not here. But the time I've spent here has been perfect for me. I'm happy to be here. It's a different lifestyle, but it's great. Truly incredible. Amazing. I mean, Turkish football fans have to be down bad if they're if they're stopping Onana by cutting in front of his car so he can't drive away just to get a photo. What? I mean, I'm sorry, that's not good, folks. Like, Andre Onana, who by the way is still putting in stinkers. Like, I mean, he's obviously performed better because the league's a bit of a lower level, but I've still seen compilations of him missing like easy chances that he could have saved. So all this story has told me is Turkish fans are down bad, man. Turkish fans are down bad. Merry Christmas from Casemiro's family. Big up Cass. Barcelona are working to keep Marcus Rashford permanently, as he is a priority for Hansi Flick. I mean, hopefully that's the case, because we could do that extra money when it comes to our midfield overhaul in the summer. And Kobe Mainoo wants to go to Napoli in January. I mean, this isn't anything new to us, but Ben Jacobs is just touching on the story again, saying Kobe Mainoo wants to go to Napoli in January, have a similar impact as Scott McTominay, and then return to Manchester United and tell them, do not make the same mistake. I mean, it's a hard one for Kobe. I think these next few games will really depend on if he goes on loan or not, because we might not even let him go on loan. So we'll have to wait and see. Ruben Amorim sends his Christmas wishes to all of us United fans. Message to the fans, Merry Christmas! We're working very hard to do better next year. I hope everyone will celebrate Christmas with the 3 points for Manchester United. I mean, we can hope, but we we should have really got the points against oh, the game's just literally skipping my mind. Guys, I'm working on like 3 hours sleep. Okay. Who did Man United just play? I am Aston Villa, yep. We should have really got maybe not the 3 points, but at least a point against Aston Villa. And yeah, hopefully we can get the 3 points against Newcastle at home. But given our recent performances at home, I'm not I'm not feeling too confident, but we'll see tomorrow. What else did Ruben Amorim have to say about Newcastle tomorrow? Yeah. Suhan, how you doing, man? Merry Christmas. All good, all good. I'm a bit bunged up, which means I've pretty much got like a very festive Christmas cold at the moment. But we're here. I'm actually pissed because I was planning on doing a live stream yesterday to keep up my streak, and then literally I just got trapped with nieces and nephews. I'm good. Merry Christmas, admin. Merry Christmas indeed, sir. Merry Christmas indeed. Hope you're having a good day, man. Just talking about Ruben Amorim's comments pre-Newcastle. So Newcastle, they're very physical, very good in midfield. They've had the same manager for many years. They have a new goal scorer who scores goals. Okay. They can change their attacking trio without losing quality. We need to be ready. I mean, I see a lot of Newcastle fans slandering their forward players. I mean, they don't seem to be rating, what's his name, Anthony Gordon. I think Anthony Gordon's only got like one goal all year. I think it might be excluding penalties or something like that. But basically, they've not been performing their best, and Elanga is going to be returning to Old Trafford. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Suhan, what did you get for Christmas, though? That is the question that I am looking for an answer to. Yeah, can't lie, I can see us struggling against them. It's I think it's gonna be one of those where we're gonna shock people, we're gonna play well, and then it's gonna be one counter attack, and like Elanga's gonna score against us if he's fit for the match, that is. We know that Boxing Day is important for our fans. I have confidence in my team, in my players, and in the youngsters who are going to help us. I am confident. So just on the Newcastle game, as you'll see in just a little while, Bruno and Mainu are both out. So the only midfield that we can really play is Casemiro and Ugarte. Casemiro and a youngster, or Casemiro and Martinez. And it would be, I think it would be quite funny to see Casemiro and Martinez, but that midfield doesn't really scream a lot of legs to you, does it? Yeah, I don't really celebrate, mate. I'm not actually Christian, so yeah. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Elanga to turn into Prime Hazard, we will be there. It's gonna happen, mate. You know it's gonna happen. Oh god. Like Newcastle fans, they've been slating Elanga, and I can guarantee you he's gonna score against us. Okay, let's move on. Kobe Mainoo wants to leave on loan, and he has Napoli on his mind. He wants to do what McTominay has done and set the Serie A on fire, and then return to United and tell them don't make the same mistake as you did with McTominay. I mean, are these Kobe Mainoo's words or thoughts, or is this just Ben Jacobs trying to spruce up the saga? Because I don't understand how you can have reports of Kobe acting so professionally, but then behind closed doors he's thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go to Serie A, I'm gonna destroy everyone, and then Amorim's gonna be begging for me to come back. Like, I don't know, it seems a bit weird. Admin, would you let Kobe go if we get Ruben Neves? I need to... Let me look at one thing. Because all I'm worried about now in this period is injuries. So let's look. Do you know if Neves has a good injury record or not, Suan? I'm having a look now. Let's look. Neves' injury history. Okay, so he's missed 77. He missed 13 matches in Saudi Arabia through injury. While he was at Wolves, he only missed 6 games. And before that, he'd only missed 6 games at Porto. So, I don't know. Patella tendon rupture. I don't know how long-term of an injury that is, but if... it doesn't look like he's massively been impacted with injuries. It looks like he's missed about 20 games throughout his career, which isn't that much for a 28-year-old. So, yeah, I'd probably take Neves. Would I let Kobe go? I think I would let Kobe go dependent on how he performs in these next few matches, because he is going to get opportunities now Bruno's out. If Kobe comes into the team straight away and he's like balling and all of this sort of stuff, then I'm refusing. I'm refusing that loan move. Originally I did want him to go out on loan because I want him to keep up a good relationship with the club so he doesn't ask to leave permanently. But now I think if he performs well, keep him. If he doesn't, then yeah, just go to Napoli, keep your worth high, and yeah, then we either look to move you on in the summer or maybe we keep you here. Pretty much like Bruno. I just hope if we loan him out, it's without a buy option. Nah, it won't be with a buy option. I think the only way that we sell Kobe Mainoo permanently is if someone just comes in now and says, yeah, we'll give you like 60 mil for him. If they don't do that, then yeah, we're not doing a buy option. Because the higher ups at United think that Kobe Mainoo obviously can develop to be a really good player. So to give a buy option for a young player would be stupid, man. It would be like, oh yeah, here you go. He can develop under you. He can improve. He can become a better player. And then you only have to pay us this much money for it. So yeah, I really doubt that Kobe Mainoo is going to get sold in January, but we'll see what happens in the summer because a lot of things can happen. What do you think about that winger we're linked to, Diamande, I think? Yeah, so from what I've heard, he's quite skillful. He's quite a baller. He would be played as a left wing back, I think. I've seen reports say. We have been in contact with Red Bull regarding Diamande. But again, the stories are saying that we're going to probably be going in for him in the summer rather than January. Like, the only reason we were going in for Semenyo in Jan was because of the discounted price, whereas Diamande we're probably going to take our time with. But yeah, I think Diamande, skillful player. Let's look at his record, Again, I haven't looked too much into him. Yan Diamande, let's have a look. So his stats for the current season. He's only 19 years old, and he's picked up 7 goals and 4 assists in the Bundesliga. And he's also from the Ivory Coast, so he is pretty much... That's really funny, because you know how Ruben Amorim came out and said we need a right-footed version of Ahmad. I mean, Yan Diamande looks like that. He's from the Ivory Coast. He's young. He's picking up lots of goals, lots of assists. I think we've pretty much found our right-footed Ahmad to play at left wing back. Folks, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and yeah, Merry Christmas, one and all. Manchester United have had contact with Ruben Neves' agent, Jorge Mendes, to discuss his situation, and other market opportunities. At the moment, there are no concrete talks with Al Hilal. So that isn't what we want to hear. No concrete talks, but we are putting the feelers out there. I don't think there's going to be much competition for Ruben Neves, so it's one of those where like we can kind of take our time with Neves and just see what's going on. What else do we have? Can't play you. So Man United have spoken to the agents of Ruben Neves regarding opportunities and situation about the player. So far, no concrete negotiations have started with Al Hilal. Let's see what happens with this one. So like I said, this doesn't mean like, oh, we're not going to get Neves. It doesn't mean that we're not in for Neves. All it means is that there's not a lot of competition for Neves, so we're not going to go rushing in. We also have to see what happens with Kobe Mainoo. I mean, for all we know, guys, Kobe Mainoo plays the next few games. He absolutely balls out, and then Amorim's like, I will give you a certain amount of games this season to prove yourself, and if you don't do it, then you don't do it. And then maybe Mainoo wants to stay because he will get a bigger platform to show Tuchel, oh, okay, I'm the guy you need to take to the World Cup if he plays for United rather than Napoli. I mean, definitely will have a bigger impact playing well in the Premier League than Serie A. And this is a bit of a weird one. I don't know how many of you saw this, but so Finnish entrepreneur Thomas Ziliakis, I think he was talking about making a bid for United before, but now he's talking about this. A lot of people are saying this is just a PR exercise, so take it as you will. But yeah, let me just read this out before. Just hope we get it done in January for cheap and prepare for the summer transfer window. We need to at least bring in... It's so interesting though, because there's so many moving parts with the January transfer window. Like, you've got Xerxes, who Roma really wants. I mean, they want him now. Maybe in the summer they wouldn't want him anymore. You've got Kobe Mainoo wanting to leave. You've got Neves potentially linked. You've got Gallagher potentially linked. I don't know. He looks a bit dodgy, him. He does look dodgy, Suran. He does look dodgy. I mean, he kind of stares into your soul. But there's so many moving parts. It's really hard to predict our January transfer window. Because now that we're not getting Semenyo as well, and odds are we're going to probably get Diamande in the summer, or we're going to go for him in the summer, why would we sell Xerxes? Like, who are we going to replace Xerxes with? Surely we need to get another attacking option, like a backup striker or something, if we are going to sell Xerxes. But yeah, this is what Thomas Ziliakis said regarding the sponsorship with Manchester United. So, I've decided to offer Manchester United a sponsorship deal through my company, XX1 Century Capital Group. I honestly feel like it's just a PR exercise to get this name out there. I want to be able to give a Christmas present to Manchester United. So I've decided to propose a $500 million sponsorship deal over 5 years. It goes back to global fan engagement and how we get the fans involved around the world. I have a program that in a very interesting way activates these fans, and it's around that I am confident I can offer this sponsorship deal over 5 years. With that money, Manchester United could significantly strengthen their squad and do other things as well. Within the XXI Century Capital Group, we have a number of brands. It wouldn't necessarily be the... Again, how many times have I mentioned XXI Century Capital Group? It could be some other brands within the group. It could be Champion Circle, which is the specific fan engagement program. Okay, well, I mean, if he's making that offer, surely he should be speaking to, I don't know, Omar Barada right now instead of doing press releases. It's just, it's a bit forced. It's a bit forced. Like, who comes out with a sponsorship opportunity and says and speaks about it in the public before anything's kind of given to the club? It makes no sense. I'm not sure about us letting Xerxes go when we don't have a lot of options for a second striker. Yeah, I agree, Suan. I think I think if we can get a better option, then I'd 100% do it. But at this point, I'm just kind of like, I have no idea who we would go for. I have no idea who we would go for. And yeah, it's one of those where like, the only reason I can see us going for it now is if Roma are really desperate and we think like, oh, okay, if Xerxes continues playing us with us this summer or for the rest of the season, then yeah, there's a chance he could drop his market value. So if Roma give us an offer that's too good to refuse, then maybe. But at the same time, is that putting our top 4 hopes in jeopardy? Does it open up opportunities for players like Shea Lacey maybe to come through? Because maybe Shea Lacey is more effective as a cam than bloody Joshua Xerxes. Maybe Amorim's just come to that conclusion because, let's be honest, Xerxes, he's not good. Like, he's a body on the pitch, but he has not been a good player for Manchester United. So it's one of those. It's one of those. I can see why we would sell him, but I can see why fans would get angry if like a couple months down the line we need someone who's going to lead the line and like Cunha and Sheshko are both not available, and then we're kind of like, oh well, why did we get rid of Xerxes? But we'll see. We'll see. Folks, if you are new, please subscribe to the channel and drop a like. And yeah, get involved in the chat. How much do we want to bet that half of the actual amount will go to the Glazers? I'm thinking 90% of the actual amount will go to the Glazers, Suhan. I mean, realistically, we're just using money that comes into the business to justify getting more debt. Because obviously the more you earn and all of this sort of stuff, the more you can leverage that and say, oh, okay, give us more debt, and then we can use that money. So yeah, I think Glazers get all of the money. Brian Mbuemo won Man of the Match trophy for his display during the Cameroon match last night. Big up Brian Mbuemo. Are you guys watching AFCON? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get interested. I might watch the final, but not too interested in AFCON. Did you see the same gimmick surfacing again about how we're broke and can't actually buy any players? I've not seen that. I don't know who reported that, because I think we're definitely going in for players in the January transfer window. Sources at United say they did not speak to either Harry Mas or Chido Obi about their social media activity, and that the deletion of posts was of the player's own accord. I think... what do we think of this? Because, I mean, this seems a bit dodge. Do we really think that nobody at Manchester United spoke to either Harry Mas or Chido Obi about posting social media posts in retaliation to the manager? Like, do we actually believe that? Surely someone's job is to, like, say, okay, what are you playing at? Come on. You can't do that. You can't just, like, go up against our manager when you've done nothing for the club and all of this. Like, come on now. I've been watching a bit of AFCON, but mostly just Cameroon and Ivory Coast. How have Ahmad and Mbuemo been getting on, Suhan? I know they both won Man of the Matches, so that would suggest they're doing quite well, but how they're getting on in your opinion? It's quite annoying to see them get on well as well, because you kind of think, if AFCON wasn't going on, maybe they were just getting into form with United. They were peaking, so not good. But yeah, another positive article from The Athletic saying that there is plenty of confidence at United in Chido Obi, with the belief that a player described as having ice-cold finishing can mature and develop into a top scorer for the first team. The noise around Chido Obi has been quiet. We know that. he was, as Ruben Amorim has come out and publicly said, he was rushed into the first team last season because of how poor Rasmus Højlund was. I mean, and also the fact that he wasn't available for some games. It's crazy, guys. It's genuinely crazy that Rasmus Højlund was benched for Chido Obi when he was at Manchester United, because it just goes to show how poor Rasmus Højlund was. But Ruben Amorim decided to back, like, I think he was 16 years old at the time or so. It's just, oh, it's mental. It's mental. Yeah, they've been really good, to be honest. Yeah, let's not take the piss. They definitely know what they're doing with those stories they posted. I don't know how they've got away with that. They 100% knew, because why? If they thought, oh yeah, it's completely normal to do this, why would they delete it after like 10, 15 minutes? Like, United fans were getting on their backs about it, and then they buckled real quick. So Kobe Mainu is seen as a modern role model for young players across all age groups at Carrington. Insiders have been extremely impressed by his professionalism and attitude in training. I mean, I feel like this is just like another fluff piece, because people say like, oh yeah, we're in awe with your professionalism. Mate, you're getting paid 40 grand a week. Like, come on. No, you're doing the bare minimum. You're turning up to work and doing your job. Like, you're getting paid 40 grand a week. I understand a lot of people love Kobe Mainu. Fair enough. Kobe Mainu, he's given us a lot, but at the same time, this is the most fluff piece of fluff pieces I've ever seen. Like, of course, like, everyone in the first team realistically is a role model for the young players. Like, they all want to be in their positions. So, like, to say Kobe Mainu is a modern role model for, I understand maybe he's saying like role model in terms of the fact that, like, came through the academy, won trophies with United, scored in an FA Cup final. But when he's talking about insiders have been extremely impressed by his professionalism and attitude in training, it feels like we're massaging someone's ego here, really, because it's like, yeah, what else are you supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to turn up and train, mate. I feel like Chido, even when he played for us during pre-season, you could tell he has a lot to develop. Yep. He's definitely got to develop his link-up play, because there's no doubt that he's got really good finishing, but if he can't get the ball and he can't maintain having the ball, then that finishing is worth nothing. For real, getting 40 grand a week and people acting like he's being held hostage. I mean, in a year, he probably earns more money than, or in this like previous year, he's probably earned more money than most people will earn in, like, I don't know, let's work it out. Than most people will earn in like 40 years. And people want to simplify. Like, you're a professional footballer. Come on. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. You're in a privileged position, man. I do wonder if, like, you know when like managers have team talks with players these days, because you hear a lot about, oh, okay, modern players need to kind of be I don't know, nurtured in the right way. They need to be given a lot of support. They need to kind of be mommy coddled, or whatever the phrase is. That's what they need to be babied. That's what a lot of people are saying, like with modern footballers. I do wonder, in the changing rooms, if the managers actually do tear into them to the degree where they say, like, you guys are in a really privileged position. Like, so many people are going through struggles here, struggles there, and yet you're earning more than some of them, some fans will earn in a lifetime in just 1 year, and you're still putting up all of this resistance. I wonder if managers do that or not. Sources close to Kobe Mainoo's agency feel that United are hindering his development by blocking a loan move. United insist on keeping him, while Mainoo is pushing for a loan, with frustration growing. Sully talks again. I'm guessing like Sully talks is like bloody he like best friends with Kobe Manu's brother or something? Because he seems to be being an active mouthpiece for Manu here. Hi, admin. Hello, Double I. How you doing, man? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ruben Amorim also says that he can usually tell whether a player is right for his team, adding, okay, so Ruben Amorim is talking about his spidey senses here. So he's going in saying, I think I have a good... So Ruben Amorim also says that he can usually tell whether a player is right for his team, adding, I think I have a good feeling on that. That's why we will not bring in a player that has that feeling face to face. They can mislead me a little bit, but it's going to be hard. So I have the feeling, and most of the time I get it right. I just look at the guy, maybe it's the way they speak, and I think I can detect the rubbish. I don't know. Can I just say categorically right now, guys? Ruben Amorim, this story, the reason I liked it and the reason I wanted to highlight this to you guys, I would back Ruben Amorim to the moon here with this story, but then at the same time, how can he say, like, I just look at the guy, maybe it's the way they speak, and I think I can detect the rubbish. I don't know. But then at the same time, he plays Diogo Dalot. How can he say this when he plays Diogo Dalot frequently? I mean, Diogo Dalot even got the captain's armband last game. If Diogo Dalot has the captain's armband tomorrow, I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Sully talks and Kobe's brother when it comes to stirring shiz up for no reason. Yeah. Just to know how much I love this club tomorrow, my nation is playing in AFCON at the same time as United, but I'm watching the United game. Come on, United! Come on, Double I. Big up. Big up the dedication in the chat. And let's see what Eddie Howe's had to say on Manchester United. So, statistically, United are a lot stronger than last year. They've seen big improvements in their general performances. They've been competitive, and attacking-wise, they have some big threats. I think it'll be a really good game, a tough game for us, and a good opportunity at Christmas to enjoy the magnitude of these games. The atmosphere will be special, but haven't played them previously. I think we expect a slightly different Manchester United. Okay. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good one. I mean, Dalot has been decent recently. It's more insane that Ugarte even touched the pitch. That's true, but it's not, to be fair to Ruben Amorim, he didn't sign Ugarte, but I don't know with Dalot, man. I honestly don't know. I think he was good the last couple games. Against Aston Villa, I don't remember him being too good. I don't remember Dalot being that good. Admins have a midlife crisis when Dalot walks out with the captain's armband. We will be here. Oh, I'm thinking about deleting the channel, guys, if Diogo Dalot wears the captain's armband tomorrow. I can't take it. Years of exposing Dalot, and he's still here. I honestly think if fans don't make a big enough noise about a player, then they can just creep through at United and just stay here for 20 years. I think Mace can be a shout for the captain's armband. I don't know about that one, Double I. It's an interesting one, but I think Mason Mount just needs to get his head down and get that pressure off of him that's been on him. I think Martinez. I think Martinez should get the captain's armband if he starts. I think Martinez has got way more leadership qualities than anyone else in that team, other than Bruno, obviously. But Shaw does have a good shout for being the longest serving United player right now. Even saying that sentence is mad. Luke Shaw, longest serving United player. I think even him, he's survived purely out of being injured. That is why Luke Shaw is still at Manchester United. And poor, obviously, sales and recruitment, but madness. Totally forgot about Shaw, lol. Oh, God. Ruben Amorim says just speaking about leadership as well, by the way. Ruben Amorim says Bruno Fernandes's absence gives Martinez and Shaw the opportunity to show leadership. Bruno understands the positioning on the pitch perfectly. He pays attention to everything. It's an opportunity for other guys like Leacher, Shaw, all those guys. Now, the fact that Ruben Amorim's come out and said this in the pre-match press conference, if, big if, after saying this, if he gives the captain's armband to Diogo Dalot, he hates United fans. He hates us. Because how can you talk about like Leacher and Shaw have to step up, but then the person who actually got the captain's armband, you just don't even speak about? Like, Diogo Dalot just goes under the radar and just keeps get given things. Like, it's so dodgy, man. Folks, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and yeah, hit a like on the video. Thank you. Roberto Carlos, no. Roberto Carlos. Well, we need Roberto Carlos to turn up if we've got a chance against Newcastle. I'll tell you what, I would love a Leacher goal. Who are your back three for tomorrow, admin? Back three for tomorrow. Back three for tomorrow. So let's see who's available. I think everyone's available other than Maguire and De Ligt, right? I'm going to say back three for tomorrow. I'm going to say Martinez, central midfielder. Oh, it's a hard one because Heaven's been playing well. So I'd maybe give Luke Shaw a rest. I'd say like Martinez, left centre-back, Heaven middle, and Yoro right. Or I don't know, actually. My heart is telling me I'm going to use my head. I'm going to say Shaw left centre-back, Martinez central centre-back, and Yoro right centre-back. That's what I'm going with. Martinez, Heaven, Shaw for me. But then who's going in what position, Double I? Because I agree with those three being the best in terms of form and quality right now. But who goes left, who goes middle, who goes right? Because I don't know if Heaven can play right centre-back, or I don't remember ever seeing him play there. Because the problem with all of the options that you've picked there, Double I, all of them have either played left centre-back or central centre-back. I mean, they are cousins, to be fair, says Suhan. They are. And that in itself, I'm shocked that none of these journalists have asked Amorim to verify, are you related to Diogo Dalot or not? Because that report came out and everyone just ignored it. Like, why is no one asking him, like, is this true? Like, or is this just a lie that you're related to Diogo Dalot? Like, what is this? 3 left-footed centre-backs and 1 right-footed centre-back. It's, yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. I'm going to say Yoro, Shaw, and Martinez. That's what I'm going with. I think Heaven has performed well, but we need the big dog. We need Martinez in the middle. Ruben Amorim on Shea Lacey and Jack Fletcher making their debuts against Aston Villa. The behaviour they showed during these weeks is really good. I don't have that feeling that they think I'm a little bit different because I played for Man United. Okay, good. So he's basically saying that the game's not getting to their head. Harry Maguire, Mattis De Ligt injuries. We are still working with them. They are not available for this one, but let's see for the next one. It's an interesting one with De Ligt because, I mean, before he joined for Manchester United, I was a bit on the fence with him joining us because of his injury record. And, like, obviously last season we didn't see him at his best. This season he has been performing a lot better. But are his injuries finally catching up with him now he's playing consistent Premier League football? That's what I worry about with Matthijs de Ligt. Heaven in the mid, Martinez right because he's both footed. He used to play as a DM in Ajax, and Shaw on the left. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never seen Martinez on that side of the pitch defending. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I just can't remember. That doesn't mean that he can't play there, but if he is, like, the reason you put Martinez in the back line is because of his balls over the top and his incisive passing in the midfield. I don't think he'll be as comfortable doing that on the right-hand side. I could be wrong, though. We'll see. We'll see. They probably got told not to ask that. Love my assault. Yeah. I mean, if they're silencing reporters from asking if Ruben Amorim and Diogo Dalot are related, that's dodgy stuff. That is dodgy stuff. I removed Yoro to protect him. The guy's performing a disaster class after disaster class. He is doing really badly, to be fair. I can understand removing Yoro. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe Yoro performs better with Martinez next to him instead of Heaven. Like, maybe he needs a more experienced centre-back to help him through games at this point of his career. Because, like, a fun fact is we've kept one clean sheet, I think, this entire season, and that was against Sunderland. And the back three for that game, I think Yoro was in it. Man United v Sunderland. I think it was de Ligt, Yoro. Yeah, de Ligt, Yoro, and Shaw. So let's say we put in Martinez in the middle instead of de Ligt and still put Yoro there on the right and Shaw on the left. Maybe we can get another clean sheet. Maybe. It'll be a tall order, though. Folks, if you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be going through all the latest Manchester United news. We do daily live streams every evening, going through the latest Manchester United news, daily shorts, and a couple of videos here and there. And finally, live match watch-alongs and match reactions. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Where are we? I hope not. We can't survive without de Ligt and Maguire. We look at a right mess at the back. I mean, it's so interesting though as well because like we do look like a mess at the back, but at the same time, even when they were playing, like we were still conceding goals. I think it's gone from us like averaging conceding like a goal or like 1.2 goals every game to now like 2 goals a game with them going out there. So like there's still that defensive problem even when de Ligt and Maguire are in the team. But I think that's obviously down to the midfield and the structure because without that shielding, then we obviously are always going to concede. It's a hard one. It's a hard one to judge how good de Ligt has actually been this season because a lot of people were saying before he got injured, player of the season. He's the one who's turned up the most for us, but how can you say like a defender gets player of the season when we've got one of the worst defensive records in the league? It's so hard. And we had that before de Ligt got injured, by the way. It's not just now that we're falling apart. Like we were always falling apart defensively. We've kept one clean sheet all season. I mean, it's a hard one. I'm trying to work out his performances this season and his level. I'm trying to gauge it because I think people do get drawn into the highlights of games. Like de Ligt will make good one-on-one challenges, but that's kind of what he's expected to do because he's the last line. He's the centre-back that sits deepest, so he's kind of that one to like make interceptions or like if a player gets past and takes a heavy touch, he's the one to close them down and just like sprint there and make that like last man tackle. And I can see why people give more credit for that than the other two centre backs. I think it is a lot easier in the system to be highlighted as a good centre back if you're playing in the middle centre back role rather than the left centre back or the right centre back. I can see that, but I think that may be one reason why a lot of people were overhyping De Ligt's performances. And again, don't get me wrong, I think before the injury, he has been one of our most consistent players this season. But when people were saying he was player of the season already and all of this sort of stuff, I was like, I don't see it. I don't see it. What are we saying? Double I. We at least need one of them back in the middle. Heaven is too raw for that mid position, even though he is performing decent there. Yeah, he is too raw, to be fair. Admin, how long do you think it'll take for Šeško to adjust to the Premier League? Well, he's got 2 goals and an assist already. I think Šeško, as long as he stays injury-free, I think in like 3 months he'll be banging in goals. Like, I think now it's just more a case of creating chemistry with the players around him, improving our service into the box when it comes to crosses and corners. Like, he's huge and we don't seem to cross to him. And what's even crazier is, like, if you looked at Mbeumo's stats last season, I think he was like first for 5 different metrics when it came to crosses, like most crosses taken, most accurate crosses, all of this sort of stuff. But we don't really see that side of Mbeumo's game anymore. So yeah, I think when we've got our proper front three like established with like Cunha, Šeško, and Mbeumo, or Mount Šeško and Mbeumo, you'll see the best of Šeško. But there's just been, it feels like the lineup changes every single week, so it's hard to get any consistency whatsoever this season. I mean, when the lineup wasn't changing that much, we were actually performing well, and you could be like, oh, okay, we know what type of performance we're going to get today. Whereas with the lineup changes, it kind of became a bit more unpredictable, I guess you could say. Baleba yesterday, great performance against Gabon. Again, I don't know how much to take from that double I, because I think the only Gabonese, is it Gabonese? I don't know. I think the only Gabonese forward that I know or player is Aubameyang. I don't think I know or have heard of any other players from Gabon. We are almost in January. 3 goals and assists is terrible. He got to have at least 8 goals and assists, but he's been injured. I mean, Šeško, how many games has Šeško played? Like, we need to look at this. We need to look at the actual stats, because people are saying that he's had a terrible season and this and that, but let's see what's actually happened. So he's played 14 games. He's played 802 minutes, and he scored 2 goals and got 1 assist. So that is a goal or an assist on average, like every 260 minutes, something like that. So that is like every 3 games he'll get a goal or an assist, which isn't terrible for a 22-year-old coming to a new country. I know we need more, and I know we expect more, given the price and all of this sort of stuff, but I really do think that he will improve when the wing backs are doing their jobs. I think he's going to really, really shine when they come in clutch. I would suspect that Šeško, if he finishes the end of the season with 15 goal involvements, I'd be happy with that. So either goals or assists. You got to remember as well, like, he's only played in the Premier League. Usually, a lot of strikers like stat pad in these smaller competitions like the Carabao Cup and stuff like that. But because United got kicked out of that pretty early, it put us in a difficult position to make these players look the best. I mean, they have to They have to pretty much perform against Premier League proven teams. But it is just a case of him physically getting up to the demands of the Premier League. For that assist against Cunha, tell me another 6'5" or 6'4", however tall he is, player who can run that fast. Like, he's deceptively quick, Šeško. So I think we get a bit more dynamism into the team, and he'll come good. We do need to be patient with Šeško. Not everyone can just produce 30 goals and assists in their debut season like Haaland. Haaland's just a freak of nature, man. Amorim, it's impossible to replace Bruno, but I said that this morning to the team, we need to take the good thing, if there is a good thing. A lot of people need to step up. We cannot rely on one guy for everything. I mean, it's funny because Bruno Fernandes is kind of... See where I'm going with this, guys. Don't jump already, but see where I'm going with it. Bruno Fernandes has kind of become the Sir Alex Ferguson of players for Manchester United. Like, you know how Sir Alex Ferguson, when he was at the club, was pretty much the head of recruitment, director of football, manager, first team coach, like all of the things. He knew everything was going on. Bruno Fernandes is pretty much that for this team right now. Like, he is everything. Bruno Fernandes is literally everything. We have a few problems, but I believe in this team. I have confidence in my players. I wish we had the same confidence, Ruben. I wish we did. Amorim on if Bruno will return in time for Manchester Derby on 17th of Jan. I don't want to say. I have an idea, of course, but let's see. And Ruben Amorim on Jack Fletcher. Ruben Amorim says that players like Jack Fletcher can step up in the absence of Bruno Fernandes. I think Jack Fletcher did a very good job, and that's why when we have these opportunities, we need to give space to guys like Jack and the other ones. I mean, I think Jack was decent, but I don't think it was anything to like hype over. And I think sometimes Ruben Amorim, it's a hard one because he wants to give encouragement to young players, but then like fan channels will use these quotes against him. He'll be like, okay, well, you said Jack Fletcher was doing very good, and then you didn't play him, and and then it just creates this never-ending cycle. It's painful. Yeah, got all that height and no one's crossing to him, for the sake. Every 3 games, 1 goal and assist is a terrible ratio for United striker. Sahar and Chicharito had a better output, come on. Yeah, but like you've got to think, Double I, like who did Chicharito and Sahar have behind them? Who did they have behind them? Like, are you going to compare bloody Manuel Ugarte to Paul Scholes next? Like, what's the point? Like, they obviously had a much better team behind them, so they're going to have better chances created for them. Like, it's more a case of the structure of the team needs to be sorted, and then the striker thrives. Like, obviously good strikers can perform in underperforming teams, but they have to be clinical, they have to be quick, and they have to be like very used to the league. Whereas a 22-year-old who's never played in this league and has moved over from the Bundesliga, which is a league which is a lot slower than the Premier League. I mean, all of these factors, you got to bear them in mind. Bruno's just running this club at this point, been keeping this team from being relegated since 2020, honestly. Honestly, Suan. A truer thing has never been said. Okay, you got me there, but what about Lukaku? What about Lukaku? He scored 26 goals in his first season. He had Michael Carrick behind him, didn't he? And Matic. And also, he was Premier League proven. Like he came from where did we sign him from? We didn't sign him from Everton, did we? I actually can't remember the club because he's played for loads of Premier League sides. He played for West Brom, played for Everton. Lukaku was a pretty experienced striker when he first joined. Yeah, like we got him in what, like around 2018, and he was like scoring hat tricks in Sir Alex Ferguson's leaving game in 2013. So like he'd been around the block. A 38-year-old Carrick and a 32-year-old Matic. Still, mate, a 38. Who do you think's better, a 38-year-old Carrick or a modern day Manuel Ugarte? Who's better, a 32-year-old Matic or a modern day Manuel Ugarte? He also had Pogba behind him. I mean, come on. What else have we got here then? So Ruben Amorim said that Matt Stilic and Harry Maguire are still out. Ruben Amorim has confirmed that Bruno Fernandes and Kobe Mainoo, are unavailable to face Newcastle. But Kobe Mainoo should be back for the game after, which is... Who are we playing after Newcastle? If I can type. We are playing Wolves. So Kobe Mainoo will be returning against Wolves on Tuesday the 30th at 8:15. What a weird time to pick a game. A retired Carrick is better than Ugarte. Honestly, I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I honestly think Carrick would be better than Ugarte right now. Like, we can't pretend that like Ugarte even has physicality over him, because the amount of times that I've seen him get shoved off the ball when he's the guy who's famous for that quote where it's like, oh, when we have the ball, it's a football match. When we don't have the ball, it's a fight. And it's just like, bro, we've seen no fight. We've seen no dog in you, Ugarte. We've seen no dog. And then look at what we've got here. So these are the squad photos for 25-26 Manchester United squad photos. And look at him. The way Amorim looks at Larmans, this is pretty funny. And then you've just got Bayindir's head down in shape. This is like some sort of cuck meme where like this could be the you know that meme where it's like what is it? Oh god, I can't even think of that. You know the old meme where it's like somebody walking past him and like the guy's holding the hand of his girlfriend but his head's turned. That is literally the modern Manchester United version of this. The body language is telling. I mean, you've got Bayindir with his head down in shame. You've got Larmans smiling at Ruben Amorim. You've got Mazraoui either smiling with Fernandes or smiling at Amorim there, Mazraoui. And you've got Mainoo and Yoro just looking spaced out, man. It looks like Yoro specifically has taken some like brownies with some special substances before this photo shoot or something. Like, what? Where is his head right now? Bayindir third wheeling a bromance. PSG finessed us hard. Gotta give them props. They finessed us, or Ten Hag is just an absolute pleb. If Ten Hag was behind that Manuel Ugarte signing, oh my god. And then they got... And again, I've seen this... I hate to repeat the same thing over and over again, guys. I do. But, like, the fact that we paid for Manuel Ugarte, like, 40 mil, 45 mil, for then to go and sign, like, Neves for 60. Oh, my God. Oh, that's, like, literally one of the worst things ever. Like, Fernandes was literally grooming Neves in Portugal training and all of this. Like, all he had to do was get him on board. And then that could have been the future of our midfield. It could have been like a Neves Mainoo midfield. It could have been a Neves Baleba midfield. But instead, we've got Manuel Ugarte. For real, sold us a dream. I don't want to sound like, oh yeah, I predicted it and all as well, guys. But genuinely, when we were linked with Ugarte and we signed him, I was like, looking at all of his stats and just thinking, he is not elite in any area. Like, everyone keeps bigging this guy up and they're like, oh yeah, we got Ugarte. McTominay's sold. Yes, McTominay's gone and we got Ugarte. Ugarte, even when he was at PSG, and that's a worst league, had no clear, like, strengths in anything. So then why would we think that when he joins Manchester United in the Premier League, he's gonna be a much better player? Like, it just didn't make any sense. So like I always doubted the Ugarte signing, and I questioned why we signed him, because if you remember, guys, we signed him, and Ten Hag refused to play him for like the first couple of months, and that is always a terrible sign. Because if a manager signs a player for a decent amount of money and he's not like a youth player, and it's been a couple of months and he's still not playing him, that means that he's not good enough, man. That means that the manager is like, oh wait, I can't actually start you. Like, I can't actually start you because I will lose games and I will get sacked. Ugarte, gotta be, again, one of the worst transfers ever, up there with like Sancho and players like that. I mean, we've lost the last 7 games where he started. That's not a coincidence, but yeah, thankfully though, guys, to put a positive spin on it, because we are positive FC over here, Old Truthford, the good thing is that Ineos do correct mistakes very quickly. I mean, we've seen that with Dan Ashworth. We're seeing that with Ugarte now. Ugarte obviously being linked to Galatasaray, and supposedly, if this report is to be believed, I mean, a few months ago, it was said with Ineos that players get 2 years to prove themselves. If they don't do it, then they get sold. And Ugarte is obviously in his 2nd year. He's not proved anything yet. So let's see if they're people of their word, and if they're going to get rid of Ugarte, because we need to get rid of him. And the sooner we get rid of him, the better Manchester United will be. I honestly think academy players could do better than him. We've seen Lissandro Martinez come into midfield and do better than Manuel Ugarte. Like, sweet Jesus. Sorry, Jesus. Happy birthday, Jesus. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, one and all. Folks, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. We do go live every single evening covering the latest Manchester United news and much more. Daily Manchester United shorts, match watch-alongs, and edited videos covering a variety of different Manchester United related topics. Where are we? For Real Sold Us a Dream, another masterclass of a signing by Eric Ten Hag. You don't miss the sun until it starts raining. McFred missed those guys. At least they were funny. I honestly think McFred would absolutely cook in this system. I mean, that is one of the most... I think that's my number one hot take, which I don't hear a lot of people saying. But I think in Ruben Amorim's system, McFred would absolutely be cooking. Yup, Miss McSauce and Pastor Fred. Oh, Fred. Multiple teams, speaking of him, multiple teams are interested in Manuel Ugarte. Lyon, Napoli and Galatasaray pushing for a loan move, while Marseille, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Juventus and Atletico Madrid also interested. Manchester United open to sale for around 45 to 50 million pounds. Guys, there's no way in hell. Like, this is such... the reason I put this up is because this is another example of such a BS story. Like, who in their right minds would pay 45 to 50 mil for Manuel Ugarte other than Manchester United? Like, come on. Come on now. So Lyon, Napoli, and Galatasaray. I mean, Galatasaray makes sense. Napoli, no. Lyon, maybe. Aston Villa aren't going to touch him, man. No way. And let's see what we've got here. Sansoni is also heavily involved in recruitment. When Amorim identifies the need for a certain type of player, it is Sansoni who scours the data from across the globe. Often he comes up with 3 players who statistically at least fit the bill. Then it is over to Wilcox and the football department fronted by Director of Recruitment Chris Vivell, to be the eyes and ears to carry out the work which computers cannot, discovering what type of character the target is and whether he would fit with what United are looking for. That's interesting. So that's a peek behind the curtain of how Manchester United are signing players now. So yeah, it starts off with Amorim saying, okay, I need this type of player. Sansoni goes off and finds them. Then he finds 3 players who fit the bill when it comes to the data. So let's say we were looking for wingers. They might have said like Semenyo, Diamande, and this other player, whatever. And then Wilcox and the football department, fronted by the director of the recruitment, Christopher Vivell, will obviously go and scout them. They will watch the games. They'll see what type of character the player is. And then, then they'll see if they want to approach and see if they are interested in the Manchester United project. Very interesting. Very interesting. Galatasaray are the only logical club amongst the bunch. Yep, agreed, double I. Can we offer a swap deal for McTominay with Ugarte? I promise he's worth 50 mil. I do have a feeling that McTominay is going to come back. I do have a feeling. I don't know when. I'm not saying the immediate future, but I do have a strong feeling that Scott McTominay will come back to Man United at some point. I don't know if it'll be towards the end of his career, if he wants to be like a bench player or whatever, but I've just got that gut feeling, you know. Does anyone else have that gut feeling that McTominay is going to come back? Imagine a swap deal for McTominay and Ugarte. There's recognition that midfield is short and a priority area, an issue exasperated by recent injuries to Bruno Fernandes and Kobe Mainoo. We've always been weak in midfield though, because it's an interesting one with this system. I feel like we should always have at least 3 central midfielders on the bench at any given time. I think that provides a lot of balance. I think having 2 goalkeepers on the bench, I mean, that surely is such a waste of a place. I don't understand why we do that. McTominay just went to Italy to gain some more. He'll be back soon, hopefully. Because I mean, he goes to Italy, smokes a few cigars, has some nice tomatoes, Bellissimo, and then wins a league title, wins a couple of other trophies, comes back, and boom. He's not the boy that left, he's the man that returned. So as it stands, United are... This is a bit positive as well. As it stands, United are ready and in position to back Ruben Amorim this transfer window. While the club will not do anything silly, according to those with knowledge of the situation, should the right opportunity arise, they will be ready to act. Be that a loan player, a permanent move, or both. Big up. And Simon Jordan, one of the hosts of Talk Sport, speaking about Rasmus Højlund's recent comments. Now, we don't know if Rasmus Højlund's recent comments were targeted towards Man United, so we could give him the benefit of the doubt, but he essentially said, Rasmus Højlund said on Instagram, like, he posted a photo of him with the trophy and he said, what a good decision looks like. And yeah, Simon Jordan had this to say. He was useless at Man United. With respect to Napoli, the Italian league is not the Premier League. And I said the exact same thing before, so I completely agree with Simon Jordan here. I mean, there's no point trying to rub anything in. Like, if you really want to prove it, come back to the Prem and then see if you can thrive here, because that's what Garnacho's trying to do right now. And let's look at Garnacho's stats this season. They're pretty much the same as Šeško's, so let's look at Garnacho's stats this season. 4 goals, 2 assists in 18 games. I mean, 1 goal in the Prem. Stat padded 2 goals in the EFL Cup. It's these players who have left United definitely, I mean, I think Scott McTominay may be one of the only ones who have properly thrived since leaving Manchester United. And yeah, this is the first team squad photo. It's interesting seeing the different poses because you've got a lot of people smiling, but then you've got some people who just have to keep a straight face. I'm looking at Ugarte, I'm looking at Delo, I'm looking at Dorgu? Yeah, that's Dorgu. Delict. I don't know why the photographer... This is poor photography, by the way. The professional photographer who's taking a team photo should surely tell them all, okay, straight face now. Okay, now smile. Like, why some people are smiling and some people aren't? It makes the photo look a bit weird. I mean, he did like a comment on his post that said Manchester who. He did. I didn't see that. Is that legit, Suhan? Did Hoyland do that? He liked a comment that somebody put that said Manchester who under that Instagram post. And just to finish off the news for today, folks, Indicator, again, don't know how reliable of a source Indicator is. They've said, we can confirm Man United have made contact with RB Leipzig in the last few hours regarding Jan Diamande. Manchester United are big admirers of the player. Again, we already know that we're admirers of the player. And we could be in contact, but that does not mean that we're going to sign Diamande this transfer window. It doesn't mean that at all. But, folks, we will leave it there. Yeah, and then he unliked. Yeah, Hoyland's an absolute pleb, mate. I'm tired of Rasmus Hoyland. I'm going to be so happy when he gets sold. And we never have to hear about him again, because you've got like the bloody United stand jizzing over him. And like, just like, Rasmus! But then like, bro, like, he did nothing for us. He did nothing for this club. He focused on wrestling more than he focused on football when he was at Manchester United. Because he thinks that that's what it means to be physical in the Premier League. Like, players are so confused, honestly. But yeah, folks, if you are new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. And yeah, drop a like on the video. We do offer lots of Manchester United content, including, but not limited to, daily Manchester United shorts, new videos every week, live match watch-alongs, and breaking news live streams like you're watching right now. We do go live every single day in the evening, covering all the latest transfer stories. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to Old Truthford and have a very Merry Christmas. And if you're not celebrating Christmas, have a lovely evening. Thanks for tuning in, Suhan. Big up. Take care. Good night all. And Godspeed.